What's up YouTube? My name is Vinny Fraser, also known as Vincentius Music, here with my beautiful fiance,
Becca.
And we are Real Reactions. Blah! What's up YouTube? Thanks for coming to our channel today. Real Reactions here, and today we're finally getting into some Clayton Jennings spoken word Dear Anxiety reaction request coming from Caesar. Caesar, thank you for watching, and thank you for your patience, and thank you for supporting us. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like the video in the description that we are reacting to, and don't forget, if you change your perception, you could change your reality. Clayton Jennings, I believe we were getting confused with Struggle Jennings. Maybe.
Nope, I was getting confused with the... Who just did the thing with Dax?
Oh, Emma Stone or Ella Stone?
That's who I thought
Something
of
like
my
that.
opening.
Yeah, so I was under the assumption that we're about to listen to a female artist. So then when I went to the page, I was like, oh. So maybe we know who it is, maybe we don't. But thank you for requesting it. Let's get straight into it. Out of the three you wrote in the comment section, we chose Dear Anxiety. So, let's get it.
Welcome, everyone. Every time you walk through these doors, you're taking steps to find yourself. Remember, this is a safe place. There's no judgment. You are accepted right where you're at, and wherever that leads, to find your own peace and happiness. Feel free to express yourself to release your anxiety. I want you to be able to walk out with inner strength to finally be free. Clayton, it's great to have you back. I know you don't like to share, but why don't you start us off tonight? We want to hear what you have to say.
Hold on. I remembered. So, I just want to say before, so like a support group usually has like a clinical social worker running the support group that has like rules to make it a safe environment. And that's like the #1 rule to go to a support group. It's not like even if you go to an AA, the person that was running the AA meeting has gone through things to be able to run the meeting. Like he's taking courses, he's, you know, in some states, I guess, in our state. But it's not like just some person off the street is running it that wants to support you in that way. It's actually somebody that's been to school, that understands and remembers what they learned.
I wake up, puddle of sweat. I have nightmares and I get back into bed. It's like these voices just keep playing on repeat in the back of my head, and I can't get them to leave me alone. 30 years old, but still hates being alone when I'm home, because that's when the voices get the loudest. Opening up like this is a moment far from my proudest, but these demons keep pressing me. I swear they're the foulest, but I've grown comfortable with their presence. My conscience is calloused. My dreams are their playground. My thoughts are their...
My conscience is calloused. Ah, that's some shit.
Moment far from my proudest, but these demons...
Some people might not know what callous means.
Callous, like when you work really hard with your hands and your hands get all hard and your skin's fucking tough, you know? Calluses, like...
Or sometimes...
A lot of people have them on their feet because they walk barefoot a lot.
The voices get the loudest. Opening up like this is a moment far from my proudest, but these demons keep pressing me. I swear they're the foulest, but I've grown comfortable with their presence. My conscience is calloused. My dreams are their playground. My thoughts are their palace. I try to evict them. They return with more. Anxiety isn't an item you can return at the store. I was 10 the first time I had a panic attack. Like a punch to the stomach, there's no planning for that. And I didn't tell anyone because I was too scared about what they'd say. And I know deep down there was nothing they could do to take it away. It was my fight to fight and my battle to face. I remember that house I grew up in and how those demons would rattle that place. I'd lay awake at night just staring at the ceiling. I've spent my whole life trying to run from that feeling of being lonely, that feeling of being lost, that feeling of being sick when the lights turn off, that feeling of being depressed, that feeling of being anxious, that feeling of screaming to God, begging him to take this, only to get silence in return. I'd lay in that bed crying and I'd toss and I'd turn. And I turn and I toss to this day. The doctors gave me medication, the pastor said pray. I tried both and this anxiety still hasn't gone away. So forgive me if I fantasize about being gone today. I'm an actor who got really good at being on today. But when I turn off, I go...
I'm an actor who got really good at
being on today.
If anybody's ever dealt with depression or anxiety or anything like that, like to hear what he just said and the amount of energy that he's putting into this is like daunting to me. Like I can really feel my own thoughts when he speaks.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And the way he's talking about what led to his anxiety, you know?
Yeah.
It's like super relatable for a lot of people.
Well, it didn't lead to anxiety. I feel like, not talking about it. Is that what you're talking about?
No, just like what he correlates his anxiety with, like the feeling of the childhood being lost and not having anyone and always being alone and shit like that. Like he correlates that crazy panic attack with that, and he wants that feeling to go away. He also correlates how bad he wants that to go away. It's how bad he wanted it to go away when he was.
Yeah, but he also said when he was 10, he never told anybody because he was like worried to. It was his fight to fight, right?
Yeah.
So if he would have openly expressed what his feelings were at that age, then the panic attacks and the anxiety might not have continued to occur because you could have gotten help for it, right? But at that age, you're not thinking.
Yeah, scared too.
So then all of a sudden you're 30 years old with panic attacks. Is that what it is? That's why I can't breathe? I got panic attacks? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's that simple.
Anxiety is a big fucking deal, man.
And I turn and I toss to this day. The doctors gave me medication, the pastor said pray. I tried both and this anxiety still hasn't gone away.
Oh, look at this girl, alright? She is the social worker. She is the one that
Like, understands
it all. And everybody understands it all, but she's just like, oh my god, dumbfounded by how this guy's expressing it. She's like, everything's working, and like, he came here today. You know what I mean? Like,
so forgive me if I fantasize about being gone today. I'm an actor who got really good at being on today. But when I turn off, I go right back into the shadows. I'm in the deep end now, but I started in the shallows. And I might just drown myself in these waves. Suburban hell, these homes are all graves. Everyone's coping with something but won't admit it. They're all too afraid. And these kids are glued to watching me. What do I say? If I'm honest with them, maybe they won't think highly of me. Everything they want me to be is what I'm dying to be. But everything I really am is what I'm not trying to be. I want them to know that they're not alone in their struggles. I wake up in tears and fall back asleep in those puddles. And I don't think I'll ever get out of this valley I'm in. Terrified that all along God has tallied my sins. And if he has, the number must be astronomical. My life is a joke.
God must have tallied my sins, so my life was astronomical.
If he did, he said if it is true that he tallied my sins, that shit is astronomical.
And you keep reading, just past the... I don't think I'll ever get out of this valley I'm in. Terrified that all along God has tallied my sins. And if he has, the number must be astronomical. My life is a joke and you keep reading, just past the comic. Because everything you think that I am is far from the truth. I wish I could open up to you and just let loose. But my vocal cords get tight when the devil pulls on this noose. And then I'm back to keeping everything bottled up inside. But he's not gonna keep me from pulling the throttle back this time. He's not gonna keep me trapped like this. I can't get out of bed, I was never made to act like this. I'm packing up my bags and he can't stop me from running fast like this. I'm not gonna be a slave to these voices of anxiety. I'm shoving the devil back for every time that he lied to me. And I'm taking a belt to these demons who whisper despair in my ear. And I'm ignoring every naysayer who stands and stares when I'm near. I'm moving forward out of this slump. I took my bruises, I took my lumps. I fell down, but I got right back up. So give me a torch and let's light that up. I'm setting fire to the devil and I'm dousing these demons in gasoline. Look at you now. Now you're not laughing at me. Now who's the one who's being tortured and punked? Now who's the one closing every door that I want? Now who's the one watching the other burn to the ground? Don't look away from me. You better turn back around. I'm not done talking to you now. I'm watching your moves. I'm on your back and I'm stalking you too. And when you try to ruin some other kid's life, I'll be stopping you too. You took 30 years of my life and I can't get that back. You told me to end my life and I nearly got killed for that. You took me down but I bounced right back. I was lost then, I got found like that. And everything you told me I wasn't, someone new told me I was. And everything you hated in me, someone new told me he loves.
Yeah.
And when you tried to kill me with depression and anxiety, he reached in and placed hope deep inside of me. So I'm done listening to you and letting you control me. I'm announcing it now that the devil can't hold me. I'm walking away from the old me, and I'm demanding a refund on every lie that you sold me. You knew I'd find a way out sooner or later, and I found my escape in the form of a savior.
Damn.
Clayton.
He didn't say shit. He didn't say shit.
We're here to help. Are you sure you don't want to share?
Damn.
I'm good. Thank you.
Wow.
Supportless group. Oh my god, dude.
Was that like a message to the support groups that don't help?
I don't know. I feel like that was so impactful though. Then I'm like, damn, he just keeps going. No one's there no more. The place closes down and shit, you know?
So then it's
like,
him talking to himself.
But it was all in his head. What he was like, if he were to talk, this is what's
Like,
about to happen.
So from the minute he sat down and that person said, "Hey, would you like to share?" Those are all the thoughts in his head that happen.
He's like, where do I start?
Like
right?
that's how
And then-
fast it is when you have anxiety. Literally, it's like
Yeah.
you have to please everybody, but you can't please everybody, and you can't express yourself, and you can't do these, and it's all because of your own perspective of yourself, right? So, and what others have helped shape your perspective to be, but then he just wakes up like all of that 5 minutes was a second to him.
Yeah. And he didn't share. That's crazy, dude. Damn, that was so good. I see that right there. Please don't kill yourself. Spoken word.
You know,
that was dope.
It's when he walked out, it said support list group. But when he walked in and he shared, it said support group. So it's crazy. I think the message that he's trying to share is that if you go into a support group and you are able to express yourself, then everybody around you will understand.
They will support you.
They will support you. But if you are at the end of the day, leave without expressing the things that you're
then you
expressing,
won't get support.
then you're going to continue to leave, and it's going to be a support-less group.
Yeah.
The whole song is a double.
That was so good, man. The whole song is a double, maybe even a triple too, because of how the industry is ran, and he had a big conversation with the devil. Yeah, that was amazing. Dear Anxiety, Caesar, thank you for watching. Thank you for the requests. More Clayton Jennings coming to this channel for sure. Clayton, welcome to the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Real reactions. We out of here. Making us cry.